$1.4 trillion. That is the highest valuation ever recorded for a publicly traded company in human history. It's a number so large it almost loses meaning. One company, Nvidia, is now worth more than the entire stock market of Canada. More than the United Kingdom. It's knocking on the door of India's entire GDP. This isn't just another stock market story. This is a seismic shift in the global economic landscape. The meteoric rise of Nvidia stock is the defining financial event of our time. But it raises a terrifying and essential question. What happens when a single company becomes this powerful? Is this the engine that will build our future, or is it the single greatest risk our economy has ever faced? Welcome back. For decades, the title of world's most valuable company was a battle between giants like Microsoft and Apple. They built empires on software and consumer devices. But in the summer of 2025, a new king was crowned. Not a software company, not a phone maker, but a chip maker. This company is Nvidia. And its product is the key to the single most important technology of the 21st century, artificial intelligence. The explosion in the Nvidia stock price isn't just speculation, it's a direct reflection of a fundamental truth. If AI is the new gold rush, Nvidia is selling all the picks and shovels. Every major AI model you've heard of, from the systems that generate art to the ones that power self-driving cars, runs on Nvidia's hardware. Specifically, their graphics processing units, or GPUs. These aren't the same chips that just make your video games look good anymore. They are the supercomputers that are making artificial intelligence possible. The demand has been insatiable. Look at this growth. Nvidia crossed the $1 trillion mark in May 2023. It hit $3 trillion just a year later in June 2024. And now, it has smashed the $4 trillion barrier. To put that in perspective, a $100,000 investment in Nvidia stock at the start of 2023 would be worth over $1.1 million today. It's a surge that has completely reshaped the stock market. In the second quarter of 2024, Nvidia was responsible for nearly half of the entire US market's gains. Think about that. The health of countless retirement accounts in the direction of the entire stock market is becoming increasingly dependent on the performance of a single company. This is what we call market concentration, and we are in uncharted territory. If you want to understand the massive economic forces that are reshaping our world right now, make sure you're subscribed to this channel. We break down these huge stories every week, and you don't want to miss what's coming next. So how did this happen? How did one company get a virtual monopoly on the engine of the future? It's a story of vision, timing, and one iconic leader. This is Jensen Huang, the co-founder and CEO of Nvidia. For years, he bet the entire company on a single idea, that GPUs would be essential for more than just graphics. He was right. When the AI boom, kicked off by the release of ChatGPT, hit the world, Nvidia was the only company ready to supply the hardware at scale. They weren't just in the right place at the right time, they had built the place. Their H100 and new generation chips are the undisputed foundation of AI infrastructure. And it's not just the hardware. Nvidia has built a powerful software ecosystem called CUDA that locks developers into their platform, creating a massive competitive moat. This dominance has led to staggering financial results. In a recent quarter, the company reported nearly $19 billion in earnings. The Nvidia stock has simply followed that incredible profit growth. But this level of power comes with enormous risks. First, geopolitics. The US government has identified advanced AI chips as a critical national security asset. They've imposed strict export controls to limit China's access to Nvidia's most powerful technology. These restrictions are estimated to cost Nvidia billions in lost sales each quarter. This makes the Nvidia stock incredibly sensitive to the political winds blowing between Washington and Beijing. Second, competition. The tech giants are not sitting still. Companies like Microsoft, Google, and Apple are pouring billions into developing their own AI chips to reduce their dependence on Nvidia. While analysts believe Nvidia will remain dominant for years to come, the race is on, and any misstep could be costly. This creates a fascinating dilemma. On one hand, you have this incredible engine of innovation. On the other, you have geopolitical conflict and a brewing arms race among the world's biggest companies. What do you think is the biggest threat to Nvidia's dominance? The politics or the competition? Let me know your view in the comments below. I read every single one. So, we've established the what and how. But the most important question remains, what does this all mean? What are the theoretical consequences of a $4 trillion company? The first major impact is on the market itself. As we saw, Nvidia is driving a huge portion of the market's returns. This creates a feedback loop. As Nvidia stock goes up, index funds that track the S&P 500 are forced to buy more, pushing the price even higher. This is great on the way up. But if Nvidia were to fall, it would drag the entire market down with it far more than any single company has in the past. It's creating a new form of systemic risk, where the fate of the market is tied to the fate of one stock. The second impact is on the concentration of wealth and power. Jensen Huang, with his 3.5% stake in the company, is now one of the 10 richest people on the planet. His private charitable foundation has seen its assets swell to over $9 billion, making him one of the most powerful philanthropists in America, alongside figures like Bill Gates. This is not a criticism, but an observation. The AI revolution is concentrating immense financial and social power into the hands of a very small number of individuals and corporations. Finally, it forces us to redefine what a company is. Nvidia is no longer just a company. When your market value exceeds that of entire G7 nations, you become a geopolitical entity. Your decisions about who gets your chips, where you build your factories, and how you price your products have consequences that ripple across the entire globe. The scale of this is just staggering. If you agree, do me a quick favor and hit that like button. It's a small click for you, but it makes a huge difference for the channel. So, is Nvidia stock and its $4 trillion valuation a bubble waiting to pop, or the legitimate price of building the future? The truth is, it's likely a bit of both. The enthusiasm for AI is real, and Nvidia's position is incredibly strong. But no company's stock goes up forever. What is certain is that we have entered a new era. An era where a single corporation can hold the keys to a foundational technology, driving market returns, influencing geopolitics, and concentrating wealth on a scale never seen before. The story of the Nvidia stock isn't just about finance. It's about power, innovation, and risk. And it's a story that is just beginning. Thanks for watching.